Welcome, Coach Weatherman, our victorious coach here on senior night. Congratulations on a nice win.
Thank you, guys.
Good win, Coach.
Solved the boxing one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. You know, we had a offense. After the Southeast game we installed, and we actually used it a little bit up at Beloit last Friday night. We had to use it against El Saline last night, and we had a lot of success with it. And tonight, Russell did a good job. That girl was shadowing Lindsay. I mean, she couldn't shake her very well, and so we had to make some adjustments again. And we finally actually ran a zone offense and put Kennedy on the baseline. We kind of overloaded the baseline, and Kennedy did a nice job. Stepped up and hit some shots and drove the ball off the baseline. And kids were getting to where they needed to be in the middle of the lane and on that weak side block.
Well, looking at the stats, the rebounding was a big issue here tonight. Minneapolis girls just flat. Got a little tenacious there in the second half. We out-rebounded Russell, even with Casper in there at 6 foot. Quite a presence for the Lady Broncos. But I thought our rebounding was very well. But then the positive to take from this, Kennedy Allison started finding the rim and started shooting with confidence. And had a heck of a good game, especially the second half.
Yeah, she did. It's good to see her, on senior night to be able to put a game together like that. I know that I think that looking back at some things today, I think that might be her high point game for her career. So that's a special night for her, and it was a good win for the team. We're ready to go for the sub-state. Get ready to play sub-state and put ourselves in a good position. Got a win, tonight. We get to play home on Monday. We're just ready to go.
Well, Lady Bearcats again.
Yes.
I like the way we came back from a little, I call it kind of lackluster game last night. It just wasn't working real well for the ladies. We had to grind that thing out, and it was one of those games. And it started out the same way here tonight. Then all of a sudden we started finding the range. Girls started playing with a little confidence. The smiles came back and we started turning them over, but I thought we played just really good defense here tonight and rebounded the ball very well.
Yeah, they did. We did a really good job of rebounding. There was a few times we gave up some offensive boards, but overall for the night, when they're a very aggressive basketball team, they crashed the boards hard. For the most part, we did a good job.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Good luck, Sub-State. And we get Ellsworth in here, as Dale mentioned. We'll take care of business there, and then we get to travel to Beloit.
Yep. It looks like after tonight that it'll be between that game on our side of the bracket will probably be Phillipsburg and Hoisington.
Well, that drops Russell to 10-10. What?
Well, it depending on
Norton had, so
depends on what.
There.
Yeah, it depends on what Norton does tonight. Will be whether Russell hosts that game or goes up to Norton.
Oh, okay.
Well,
right.
Coach, we'll let you go. We'll get ready for the guys' game here, but congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, guys.
All right, welcome back for the guys' contest. Taking on what basically is an overmatched.
What?
We're taking on basically what's an overmatched team in the Broncos of Russell. They are 2-17 overall, and Minneapolis is 14-5. We're third in the league. Russell is last. We're averaging 51 points a game. They're averaging 40. We're giving up 43. They give up 59 a game. Last January 30th, we beat them on their home court, 57-33. 47th game of the series. Minneapolis leads at 38-8. Here at home, it's 18-3. We currently own a 16-game winning streak over the Broncos. That's a lot of games.
That will continue.
They better.
Well, they better.
But anytime you could overlook somebody, you don't want that to happen.
You got to come in and play hard, just like they're your biggest rival.
It's senior night, so we're going to start our seniors here tonight.
Well, not all of them.
As many as we can get in there.
Clem is a foreign exchange student, and he's a senior, but he will not start. So. But I guess you can only start 5, can't you? Yeah. So all 5 are starting. 5 out of the 6 are starting. So. For the Russell Broncos, starting lineup for them, a 5'8" junior, Dante Jefferson. He's quick. For Minneapolis, number 2, Josh Macy, a senior. For the Russell Broncos, 5'6" sophomore, Colton Fitchin. He's a sophomore. For the Minneapolis Lions, number 11, a senior, David Johns.
How well David's going to go, he looks still a little peaked to me and rosy in the cheeks, so he could still be under the weather a little bit.
For the Russell Broncos, number 3, a 6'6" sophomore, Travis Oakes. And for Minneapolis, number 21, a 5'6" sophomore or senior, Lane Nichols. And for the Russell Broncos, number 12, a senior, Jordan Swanson. He is 5'10", and for Minneapolis, number 24, a senior, Gage Mortimer. So Minneapolis coming in. You know, the last 9 games they've been really doing well, and they've only had one little hiccup in there. You got to continue this streak going, though.
That's right. Definitely.
So senior night here as the boys get ready to take on the Russell Broncos. Minneapolis in their home right, Russell in their traveling blue.
First year coach, Hudson.
So we get ready to go here. So the seniors getting the start tonight.
Kelly's going to jump center. Rothenberger usually does. They do have some height out there. Oakes is 6'6".
And Kelly wins the tip. Nichols with the basketball. Gets it over here to David Johns. David looks down low, has nothing. Goes back to Kelly at the top of the key. Swing pass backward to Nichols. Nichols guarded tight there by Jefferson. Macy in the lane. Drop down pass to Kelly, and he finishes. Nice job by Macy to Kelly as he finishes down low. Jefferson with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, gets it back over here to Fitchin with the basketball. Back over here to Oakes. Oakes moves around back to Fitchin, back to Jefferson as they move it around the horn. They drive it in. Swanson pulls it back out, gets it in the hands of Fitchin. Fitchin will try to set this up, picks up his dribble, back to Swanson. Minneapolis in a man. They will get it back to the top to Beagley. Beagley backward to Jefferson. And pass down to Oakes. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by David Johns. Johns with the basketball. He will bring it down on the right-hand side. Back to Mortimer, back to Macy. Macy has the drive with the left hand. Does not go. Gets back the other direction to Johns. Russell in a tight man right now. Kelly back to Macy. Macy back to David Johns. Looks at the three, backs it away. Takes the shot off the mark, and it's going to be off of Beagley. Should be Minneapolis basketball, and it is. David Johns to pull the trigger for the Lions, up 2-0. Get it into Macy. Macy tries. Takes the shot up and good. Nice job by Josh Macy. Jefferson will bring it down for the Broncos. Poit picks up his dribble. Guarded tight by Nichols. Nice little matchup there. Nichols with tight defense on him. Now they switch it off a little bit. They get back over here to Fritchen. Fritchen back to the top. It goes to Oaks. Oaks down low to Beagley. Beagley in the paint. Shot is up and good by Mason Beagley.
Good defense by Kelly. He just got that ball in.
And it was saved by Mortimer, but tipped out of bounds. Goes out of bounds. It will be Bronco basketball. 4-2, Minneapolis after the turnover. They pick up the dribble. They get it back to the top to Jefferson. Jefferson double teams him. And he's going to be fouled by Nichols, I believe. Lane Nichols whistled with the foul. Jefferson with the basketball. And it'll be a turnover picked up by David Johns up to Macy. Macy has, nice job by Josh Macy with that ball fake. Gets the layup on the left-hand side. He had Jefferson fried on that one. Nice job by Macy with the layup.
He had one of those last night that did just about the exact same thing and same results. Very effective ball fake.
6-2 Lions with the lead. Beagley with the basketball for the Broncos. Gets it back to Fritchen. Fritchen at the top, the key to set this up. Fritchen over here on the right side, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Oaks. Oaks gets it down low to Beagley. Beagley shot up and no good, rebounded by Macy. Beagley a big force down low, hard to control. Kelly's got a lot more finesse though. Into David Johns in the lane. Great feed by Mortimer. Great finish by David Johns. And he gets the bucket and he's fouled. Nice pass by Mortimer. Great finish by David Johns.
Good ball movement. David Johns staying on the move, cut down the lane. And if you stay on the move and you're headed for a layup, good ball player with the ball will get you the ball and an easy layup there for David Johns.
Shot is up and it's good, and he makes it. And he gets the three-point play. Nice job by David Johns as Wolf comes in as well as Rothenberger. And checking in, Rashawn Holloway checks in for the Broncos. Holloway looked like he tweaked an ankle right in warm-up, and I wonder if that's why he didn't start. A very good ball player is Holloway. He'll get it into the hands of Jefferson. Gets it back to Holloway.
I hope it is just the ankle. I saw the same thing, Scott. Kind of looked like maybe a knee. He was moving it around quite a bit after that. So hopefully it's just a little ankle.
He's a good ball player.
Sprain.
Jefferson with the basketball. Back over here to Beagley. Beagley looks down low to Oaks. Goes back to Jeffers. Jeffers. Fritchen now to Oaks. Oaks gets it back over here to Holloway. Holloway in the paint. Gets it back and it's nearly stolen away by Brandon Wolf. Jefferson lays it up and it's good as he gets the floater in the lane. 9-4, Minneapolis with the lead. Brandon Wolf pulls it back out to Macy. Macy in the paint, back to Rothenberger, no good, and rebounded by Macy. Macy in the paint, he gets the shot off, can't get it, but Beagley with the rebound. A couple missed opportunities from the Lions there. It comes back the other direction for the Broncos. It's 9-4, 3:44 left here in the first. Fritchen with the basketball on the left-hand side. Fritchen back to Jefferson. Jefferson to Beagley. Beagley on the right-hand side. They go down low to Oaks. It's going to be off of Oaks' hands, and it'll be Minneapolis basketball after the turnover. Kiefer Craig checks in for the Broncos. Also checking in is Kyle Rourke. If I remember right, they shuffle a bunch of people in.
They did it, Russell.
Macy with the basketball. Macy back to Rothenberger, back to Mortimer. Mortimer goes down low to Macy. Macy, shot is up and it's good. Nice job by Josh Macy. Great job as he works until he gets an open look and goes up and gets fouled. He makes the bucket. Foul is on number 4, which is Kyle Rourke.
Second team foul, 1 for the Lions.
And 1 is up, and it's good. Nice job by Macy. 12-4, Lions have 2 old-fashioned three-point plays to go at 12-4. Jefferson with the basketball. And a little hand check by Brandon Wolf there.
They were working on this half-court trap last night, and it's pretty effective. Pinch them in pretty decent. Looks like they're working that again tonight, Scott.
And they turned the ball over as they looked down low to Rourke, and Rourke had turned his back. They turned it over easily back to Minneapolis. Mortimer back to Brandon Wolf, back to Macy. Macy here on the left-hand side, down low to Kelly. A lot of contact down there, no call. Stolen away by the Broncos. Holloway with the basketball. Holloway, quick, crisp pass, but it's not handled. Turnover goes back to Minneapolis. Rothenberger back to Macy, open 3, it's up and it's no good, but Rothenberger with the big rebound, back to Brandon Wolf. And they will be tipped out of bounds off of Russell, the Minneapolis basketball. Checking in for the Broncos, Jordan Swanson, as well as number 20, Jared Zavlanik. Brandon Wolf, Nichols and Johns check back in for Minneapolis. David Johns' shot is up and it's off the mark, rebounded by Kelly. Kelly, and he gets the putback. Nice job, John Kelly.
Notice how he uses the glass.
Just what we like.
Swanson with the basketball for the Broncos. 14-4, Lions with the lead. Swanson, and nearly stolen. It is stolen away. David Johns tips it in the hands of Kelly. Back to Wolf. Nice defense by David Johns. Back to Nichols. Nichols back to Kelly. Back to Johns on the right-hand side. Good ball movement by the Lions as they move it left to right. Back now to Johns. Back to Nichols. Nichols on the left-hand side. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Brandon Wolf. Back to Nichols as they move it around. David Johns here on the left now. Looks down low. Has nothing. Gets it back to Nichols. Down low to Kelly. Kelly in the paint. Nice quick move by John Kelly. Takes it right at Holloway and puts it in. Nice job by John Kelly. There's a carry, but they called the foul first. It's going to be on Brandon Wolf. I believe that's going to be number 2 on Brandon. Macy and Rothenberger check back in for Mortimer as well as Wolf.
Third team foul, just 2 for the Broncos.
1:33 left to go here in the first quarter. 16-4, Lions up. Gets his dribble, gets it back on the outside to Rourke. Rourke back to Swanson. Swanson back over here for keeper Craig. Craig into Holloway. Holloway drives nicely. He's going to be fouled by Kelly. First foul on Kelly. Shot is no good off the back of the rim. We'll have another one coming. Second shot is up, and it is flat but in. Both free throws very flat, but he gets that one to go in. Back the other direction, David Johns looks down low, goes back to Nichols. Nichols back to Macy. Macy on the right-hand side. Just over a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Macy with the basketball. 16-5. Nichols back to David Johns, into Rothenberger. Rothenberger back to Johns. Back to Nichols. Back to Macy. Back to Nichols. Nichols will drive. Kicks it back out to David Johns. He's open 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Kelly. Kelly back to Macy in the paint. Shot is up and it's no good, but he'll go to the line. Nice job by Kelly first to get the rebound, and then Macy to put it back up. Keeper Craig with his first foul. Third team foul. Macy at the line to shoot 2. Shot is up and good. Mortimer checks in for Kelly. 38 seconds left here in the quarter.
Good start, a little bit like last night. We just kind of kept grinding
Was
away, and we had a 12-point lead or so at the break.
He gets that one to fall as well, as he uses about every part of that rim, and he gets it to fall. Nice job by Minneapolis to try to trap up there. Swanson picks up his dribble. He'll take the three, and it's rebounded by Lane Nichols. Nice job by Lane Nichols. Lane gets it back up to David Johns, back to Mortimer in the paint, back out to Macy. Macy looks at a three, backs it away, gets it to Rothenberger, shot up, and it's good. Nice job by Gavin Rothenberger to get the ball to fall. Gavin's just got a nice little touch there and gets it to, uses the rim nicely and gets it to fall. 20-5, Lions with the lead. 3 seconds left. They're not even going to see the shot to get away. Holloway does take the shot.
That went in.
No good, though. So at the end of the first quarter, Minneapolis up 20-5. Nice job by the Lions. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Welcome back to second quarter action. The Lions up 20-5. Broncos with possession.
Nice job in the first quarter, Mike. Lions came out moving the ball very well.
Minneapolis pretty effective on the offensive end. 8 out of 13 from the field. No threes, but able to get the ball on a low block. Doing damage down low and shooting the ball rather well.
Swanson with the basketball for the Broncos. Zavlanek. And he will drive the right-hand side, pick up his dribble, and it's stolen away by David Johns. Nice job by David, back to Macy. Macy pulls it in, and he has his pocket picked by Zavlanek the other direction. He will get it over here to Oakes. Oakes on the right-hand side, down low. He'll take the shot up, and it's good by Travis Oakes, 6'6" sophomore. Drops it from about 12 feet. David Johns back to Macy. And the Mortimer shot is off the glass and good. Nice pass by Macy. Macy drove the baseline, and Mortimer was cutting in. Tough shot by Gage, but he puts it in off the glass. How'd you like that, Dale? Use the glass.
I love it.
Pass down low. It's kicked by Kelly. It'll stay with the Broncos.
If you get the right angle on it, it can sure help you out.
Absolutely.
And they will get it into Oakes. Oakes back over here to Craig. Three-point shot is off the mark, rebounded by, well, they set it off Mortimer. It'll stay with the Rothenberg. Said it'll stay with the Broncos. I thought Zavlanek was battling there, but it went off of Rothenberger. Bronco basketball. Craig with the basketball, back over here to Swanson. Swanson picks up his dribble, back to Zavlanek, back to Craig. Beagley with the basketball, top the key, back over here to Swanson. Swanson rolls around to the top, 22-7, back over here to Kiefer Craig. Back to the right-hand side, Swanson. He'll take the shot. It's up, and it's good. Little 14, 15-footer. Gets the bucket to fall. Mortimer on the left-hand side, back to Macy. Macy back to Mortimer, back to David Johns.
Zone defense here by Russell, unable to stay with Minneapolis man-to-man, so they drop back in like a 2-1-2.
Macy in the paint, shot is up and can't get the fall, and rebounded by the Broncos. Swanson back the other direction with the basketball. Minneapolis had a shot in the paint, couldn't get the ball. Beagley with the basketball, back to Swanson. Swanson back to Beagley, down low to Oakes. Oaks' shot is off the mark, and there's going to be a foul on John Kelly. That'll be number 2 on Kelly.
Oaks trying to clear some space, but Kelly not budging. Threw the hips into him when he shot. Whistled with his second personal foul. 5th team foul.
Shot is up and no good. Checking in for Kelly is Nichols. I was going to say, I thought Kelly would come out with 2 fouls. Nichols comes in for him. Oak's second personal foul, or second shot, foul shot coming. I can't talk, guys. Shot is up, and he makes that one. Minneapolis dance team's dancing at halftime, guys.
All right. 5-2 run for the Broncos here.
22-10, Minneapolis with a comfortable 12-point lead.
More David Johns fouled by Holloway. Stay with Minneapolis. Brandon Wolf checking in for Johns. Brandon inbounds, gets it to Nichols. Nichols, Wolf, Rothenberger, Macy, and Mortimer on the floor for the Lions. Macy goes back to Brandon Wolf, back to Macy. Macy, shot is up, and it's no good. Beagley with the big rebound for the Broncos. Minneapolis gotten a little cold yet right now to start the second quarter. And a foul on Nichols. 6-team foul.
You're right, Jefferson is quick.
Holloway to inbounds for the Broncos.
They'll be in 1-and-1 next foul.
They go to Jefferson. Jefferson picks up his dribble, gets it back to Oaks. Oaks swing pass to Beagley. Beagley gets it back to Jefferson. Jefferson takes the shot from the outside. No good. Rebounded by Rothenberger. Back to Brandon Wolf. Brandon back to down low to Mortimer. Mortimer in the paint. Shot is off the glass. No good. And rebounded by, oh no. That was the tickiest tack foul I've seen in a long time.
Now, wait a minute, that's Mike's favorite referee.
Well, it wasn't a good call, Mike. So, Mortimer whistled with the foul. And Beagley walks the other direction to go shoot a 1-on-1. Shot is up, and it's good. Beagley, 6'2" junior, pretty good size. Gets the bucket to fall.
Is that all they list him, 6'2"?
Yeah.
He looks taller than that, doesn't he?
Second one is up, no good. Rebounded by Macy. Macy back the other direction. Back to Brandon Wolf. With the left hand, up and good. Nice job. Brandon Wolf gets the layup to fall. Floater. I forget that he is left-handed. He floats it in nicely there. Holloway with the basketball here on the right-hand side. Holloway shot, fadeaway, up and good. The Broncos seeing some, getting some light here as they actually having some pretty good shots here.
Scored us 8-4 in the second quarter.
Wolf with the basketball. Back to Macy. 4 minutes left here in the second. Brandon Wolf on the outside. Pulls it back down. Back to Nichols. Nichols to set this up. Wolf here on the left hand. As they will move the ball around. Nichols top the key. Gets it down low to Macy. Macy in the paint. Into Rothenberger. Gets it to fall. Nice job by Gavin. Great pass by Macy. Macy drew the defense and dished it off nicely. Great finish by Gavin.
He does create well. We needed a basket bad right there, and ball was tipped. Yeah, we needed a basket real bad there. Josh got into the paint, dumped it over to Gavin. That was an easy bucket.
Ball tipped out of bounds off Minneapolis. It'll be the Bronco basketball. 26-13, 3:22 left to go here in the first half. Swanson inbounds for the Broncos. Gets it into Jefferson. Jefferson will set this up. Minneapolis in a man. Holloway here on the right-hand side down to Oaks. Oaks in the paint. Shot is no good. And saved by Kelly. Back to Macy. And there's a foul on Jefferson as Macy goes right around him. 15 foul. First, I believe, on Jefferson. Macy will bring it down to set it up. 3:05 left to go here in the third. Brandon Wolf on the left-hand side, back to Macy, back to Mortimer. Up to, oh, great job, an alley-oop to Mortimer. Mortimer catches it in the air at the basket, puts it in. Nice finish by Mortimer. Great pass by.
We had a couple of those last night, Scott. Mortimer had 2 of them, and Rothenberger had 2 of them.
Wow, they whistled that on Mortimer. I thought there might have been a little bit of push-off on Holloway. No call.
Mortimer's second personal foul.
Holloway makes the first one.
Mr. Meckles over there laying down the law.
Well, he didn't want people standing right there.
Yeah.
At least sitting. Holloway misses the second one, back the other direction, rebounded by Rothenberger, back to Macy, back to Mortimer, back to Macy in the paint. Shot in the paint, no good, but Kelly with the rebound. Rothenberger picks it up and puts it in. Ball was stripped away by Kelly, but Rothenberger picks it up and puts it in, 30-14. Minneapolis on a nice little run right here. Swanson picks up his dribble. Swanson calls a timeout, coach calls a timeout. They will take a 30-second one, 30-14. Nice job by the Lions here in the last minute and a half with a nice little run.
Smart player there to call the timeout because he was going nowhere. Picked up his dribble, as you mentioned, Scott. But teammates nowhere to be found. He just could not get the ball off at all. Called the 30-second timeout. Right now, Russell playing with some purpose. They're playing a pretty good basketball. They're not too far out of this thing.
10 points for the Lions, 9 for the Broncos here this quarter.
No,
for a while they were outscoring us.
I'll tell you though, I'm proud of our guys in the last minute and a half or so because they have really picked up the intensity with some good ball movement. Broncos will have the basketball here. Swanson inbounds it to Jefferson. Jefferson to set this up. 2:21 left to go here in the half. Holloway with the basketball. Mortimer, good hustle. Holloway will take the three. No good. Kelly with the rebound. Up to Macy. Macy back to Mortimer. Mortimer drives in, and he gets it. Great job by Gage Mortimer. Great job by Macy to hit Mortimer, and Mortimer sees the slightest of opening and takes it here on the left-hand side and gets fouled and gets the bucket. He will have the and one here. Is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Swanson back the other direction. They trap him. And Swanson, Holloway gets the bucket. And Kelly's going to get his third personal foul.
Holloway can hang, can't he?
Got Kelly up in the air.
David Johns comes in for Kelly.
3 fouls on Big John. That's not good.
Holloway with the chance for the and one here. Up and it's good. Beagley will come in for Holloway.
1:56 remaining in the half.
32-17. Brandon Wolf back to Rothenberger, back to David Johns. Macy at the top of the key. Wolf on the right-hand side. Back to Macy. 1:45 here in the first half. Brandon Wolf for three. It's up and it's good. Nice job by Brandon from the left corner. Hits a big three. Brandon with a nice shot right there. Swanson with the basketball. Swanson gets it to Beagley. Beagley on the right-hand side. And stolen away by David Johns thanks to the tip by Mortimer. Back to Macy. Macy back to David Johns for three. It's up and it's no good. And good hustle by Minneapolis, but somehow Russell comes away with it. Jefferson with the basketball.
Mortimer will hit the floor for you, won't he?
Oaks down low, and he gets the bucket, and he gets the foul. David Johns whistled with the foul. Oaks somehow comes up with it. A lot of bodies flying all over the place, guys. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Rothenberger. Back to Brandon Wolf. Wolf back to Mortimer. Mortimer to David. David. No foul there. Macy. Back to Wolf. Down to Rothenberger. Rothenberger in the paint. Shot is up. No good. Block. That didn't happen very often. Oaks, though, at 6'6", was able to get the block. 35-30. Jefferson. Oh, man.
I don't know where he got him.
Oh, wow.
Rothenberger had all ball.
Block.
Ooh.
That was an absolute beautiful block.
Not a crowd favorite there.
That's right. I don't see how. It was not a beautiful block.
First team for first personal on Gavin.
Goodness.
Oaks makes the free throw. Second one coming here. Shot is up and good. He makes them both. 35-22, 13-point lead. Minneapolis with the basketball. 26 seconds left. Wolf. Back to Macy with 20 seconds left. Minneapolis will work the clock a little bit. Macy backward here to David Johns. Back to Mortimer. Back to Wolf. Back to Macy. 5 seconds left. Back to Wolf for three. It's up and it's good. Nice job. Brandon Wolf hits a big three right there. Nice job by Brandon Wolf. Great dish by Macy. Macy with a great dribble penetration, gets it off as the time is running out. Brandon Wolf puts it in.
Wolf
nice
hit
job.
one last night, 2 seconds left in the first half, just like that. Just a big three-pointer to go in the locker room. He's hit some big shots for us this year, that's for sure.
He has 38-22. Nice job by Minneapolis. As I believe, did we outscore them there?
18-17.
18-17. It was a lot closer, but dance team getting ready to dance here. Last performance, I believe, of the year. So.
Nobody you know on the squad, is there?
Oh, no, not at all.
I didn't think so.
Please look to the floor, your Lady Lions dance team.
Nice job by the ladies Minneapolis Lions dance team. Nice job by the girls. Excellent job by those young ladies. Coach H coming up here, so I'll hand my headset over to him and let him give us some stats here. Nice first half of basketball for the girls, and I'll hand my headset over to Coach H.
Again, the Lions lead here, 38-21 after one half of play. We outscored the Broncos 20-5 in the first quarter. A lot closer in the second. Outscored them by 18-17. Go ahead, Dale.
Okay, scoring at halftime, the Lions are led by Josh Macy with 9. Brandon Wolf has 8. John Kelly, Gage Mortimer, and Gavin Rothberger. Oh, excuse me. John Kelly and Gage Mortimer each have 5. Gavin Rothberger has 6. And David Johns has 3. Russell is led at halftime by Travis Oakes with 8. Rashawn Holloway with 6. Mason Bigley with 3. Donta Jefferson and Jordan Swanson each with 2. Lions were 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. Russell was 7 out of 12. And the Lions out-rebounded Russell 14-7. And the Lions committed only 3 turnovers to Russell's 7.
Russell shooting percentage, they were 6 of 14 from 2-point range for 43%. They didn't hit a 3, they shot 2. 1 block, 1 steal. So they got quite a few points from the free throw line, or a few of them anyway, from the free throw line. Minneapolis shooting a very good percentage. I had them down as 14 of 21 from 2-point range for 66%, and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc for 50%. So 4 steals, 3 of those by David Johns. And his shot coming up short, Coach. I think he still might be a little weak from the flu bug that he must have had for a couple days.
Yeah, looks like, maybe that, and maybe just not quite getting stepped into his shot, but we'll hope that, his strength gets back and we get him going. Rest of the half, I thought, as we talked about last night, just another really solid performance by the guys. I thought the only blip was there when Russell switched to that zone defense there coming out of the second quarter. It took us a little while to get going, and then all of a sudden we solved that and got ourselves going again. Good ball movement. But as I was telling the guys I'm sitting with over there, our ball movement here this last month has just been phenomenal. I just cannot believe, how we are finding, the open guy when we were on the move and guys cutting. There's been some phenomenal passes thrown that are leading directly to buckets.
Yep.
It doesn't take long to get that ball reversed. Plus, Macy able to get into the paint, can create, and has dished off here tonight. Rothenberger with a couple of buckets, and I think he dumped one down to Kelly as well. But Josh doing a good job getting into the paint.
Well, even on that last 3, Josh right now is just really aware of, where he's at and what kind of trouble he's in. Got himself in deep trouble there with time running out, and he knew exactly where Brandon Wolf was going to be standing. And, with 2 guys draped on him, Brandon had a really nice look. And you give Brandon an open look like that, it's going in the hole.
He hit one at the end of the first half last night, just about the identical situation. And I was telling Scott, he has hit some big baskets for us this year.
Yeah. He always has been a really good shooter, very heady ball player. And, when Josh is drawing people to him like that and leaving, they're going to leave him, and he's going to kill them.
2-point basket he was driving the baseline, and he was going in for a layup. He took a look to see where the bigs were, and if they were coming, and he just kind of did a little 4-foot runner, and they weren't able to get to the shot. Good body control, nice soft shot with the left hand. It was up and in. So, yeah, I've been more impressed with him as the season has gone along. He's a pretty solid little ball player.
Yeah, again, like I said, to me, a very solid first half for the guys. Probably a little disappointed in giving Russell 17 points in that second quarter because they basically almost matched us. So I'm going to guess that probably a little conversation in the locker room at halftime about our defense. You know, shutting Russell down a little bit because you know, they did get some good looks there in that second quarter. So basically, like I said, they played us dead even that second quarter.
They sure did, 18-17 between the two squads. Well, let's take the last 2 minutes to talk sub-state basketball seedings coming up. As we mentioned earlier, the girls Monday night will play host to Ellsworth. The number 2 seed Lions facing the number 7 seed Lady Bearcats, who were 4-15 coming into the night. On the boys' side, Minneapolis will also place Ellsworth. The boys are the 4 seed facing the number 5 seed Bearcats from Ellsworth. We're 14-5 coming into the night. The Bearcats 10-9. And guys, it's interesting with the losses in the last week. Beloit lost twice. Poof, out of the top 10. We've been complaining all year long about how tough our sub-state was. 3 of the top ranked teams in the state in our sub-state. Well, that's just 1 anymore. Scott City at number 1. Beloit and Norton dropped out of the top 10 this week with 3 losses apiece, 16-3 records. And Scott Community was 18-1 coming into the night.
Well, I was looking in the journal. Bennington is still hanging in there at 10th. So.
Class 2A. Beloit girls are number 10 in Class 3A.
Yeah, but have you seen the the Bennington sub-state? That's a loaded sub-state. We think our sub-state's loaded. That one's even. That one's.
I'm glad we're not in it.
Yeah. So.
But ours is tough enough.
Yeah, it is. It is. So.
Well, good first half, Scott.
You know, it was. I really liked. I liked what we did, especially in the first quarter, and liked how we bounced back in the second quarter. We kind of let them get a little bit of a run, but we answered to win the second quarter. Minneapolis to start here in the third. Macy back door to Mortimer. Mortimer pulls it back out, back over here to Macy. Macy looks down the road to Rothenberger. Rothenberger in the paint, pulls it back out to Kelly at the free throw line, up, and it's good. Nice job by John Kelly. Minneapolis going to pick up the pressure here. And Jefferson breaks the press nicely. That's stolen away by Brandon Wolf. Nice job by Brandon, as Jefferson didn't even see that one coming. Macy back the other direction, back to Rothenberger, up and good. 4-0 start here, nice job. Keeper Craig with the basketball, back up to Oaks. Oaks back over here to Zlonic. Zlonic, different starting lineup for Russell here in the second half. To get it down low to Oaks. Oaks in the paint. Shot is out the glass and good as he gets a little leaner bank shot.
Wasn't pretty, but it counts.
Brandon Wolf back to Macy. Mortimer here on the right-hand side. Back to Macy, back to Wolf. Wolf backs it away, back to Macy. Macy drives into Rothenberger, back out to Macy. They moving around. Kelly and Oaks battling down there. High screen set by Mortimer. Backward here to Wolf. Mortimer on the ball at the top, the key. Backward here to Macy. Looks down low to Rothenberger. Back out to Mortimer in the paint. Shot is up and good. Nice job by Gage. Drives it all the way in and lays it in. Jefferson pulls it back down the other direction. Brings it down. Gets it to, keeps it himself here at the top of the key. Jefferson back to Zlonic. Zlonic looks down low to Oaks. Goes back to Beagley. Beagley back to Jefferson. Takes the shot up and it's no good. And rebounded by off of Beagley.
We got sandwiched.
Yeah.
In white jerseys.
It'll stay with Minneapolis. Or go to Minneapolis, excuse me. Brandon Wolf on the right-hand side. Back to Kelly. Kelly in the paint. Gets up and it's no good. Rebounded by Beagley. Just a little soft. Back the other direction it goes. Backward is Zlonic. Zlonic with the basketball here on the left-hand side. Zlonic crossover dribble goes all the way in, up and off the glass. Not a bad little ball player. He's a senior. And Ball is blocked, coming back the other direction by Beagley. Gets it back to Zlonic. Zlonic, and there's, oh my goodness. Kelly was standing firm and tall, and they whistle him with the foul.
He's got 4.
Chase McKinney getting ready to come in as Kelly gets his 4th foul.
Broncos responding to ups against the press.
You get it to Jefferson. Jefferson with the basketball. Backward here to Beagley. Beagley looks down low to Oaks, goes back to Zavlonic. 44-25. Minneapolis with the 19-point lead. Zavlonic gets it down low to Beagley. Shot is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by McKinney, back to Macy. Macy up to Brandon Wolf. Wolf pulls it back to Rothenberger. Rothenberger back to Mortimer. Shot is up, and it's good. Nice job by Gage as he gets a nice shot from just about 8 or 10 feet there. Gage was such a good ball player. Just a quiet night every time he plays, and has a great ball game. Oaks blocked by Rothenberger. Back the other direction to Macy, up to Brandon Wolf. Brandon back to Mortimer. Can't get the fall, but he gets his own rebound. Gets it, and he'll go to the line as he gets his own rebound and puts it back up, but he will get fouled and go back to the line.
Foul by Oaks. Yep, Jefferson.
46-25. Shot is up and good by Mortimer. Nichols in. Johns check in for Wolf, and, well, Nichols will check in for Mortimer here. Broncos getting in a couple new players. 24 is first time tonight. Zach Boxberger checks in for the Broncos. I believe also Swanson gets in. Mortimer makes them both. He will have a seat as Nichols comes in. 48-25. Also checking in is Fritchen for the Broncos. Fritchen. And it's stolen away by Rothenberger. Back to Macy. Great hustle back to Rothenberger. Not off the glass. No good. And somehow.
That Rothenberger, he is pesky tonight, isn't he? Oh. A little bit too pesky there.
Too pesky there, yeah. So. Rothenberger's second personal foul. Checking in for the Broncos is number 30, Seth Boxberger.
Got Boxbergers everywhere.
Fritchen with the ball. Back over here to Oaks. Oaks back to Fritchen. Fritchen gets to the Boxberger. Back to Fritchen. Gets it down low to Oaks. Nice pass. Can't get it, and coming away with it is Macy. Macy with the ball back the other direction. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols' shot is up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back to Macy. Down to McKinney. McKinney off the glass. Nope. Didn't put it off the glass, but he does put it in. McKinney with the bucket.
50-25. 3:10 to go in the quarter.
And nearly a great job by Rothenberger down there on the defense. Swanson tried to throw it off his legs, and somehow he got his hands down there quick enough to almost get the steal. They get the forced tie-up. It'll stay with the Broncos.
Gavin needs a breather. He's been working hard, man.
They get the ball up the top into the hands of Fritchen. Fritchen will set it up for the Broncos. Nichols with the defense. And there's a great hustle there by Mortimer. It'll stay with the Broncos. Great hustle by the Minneapolis defense. 50-25, folks. 2:56 left to go here in the third quarter.
They've had the back door with Fritchen twice, and he has not been able to hang on to the ball. He's had to rescue it twice.
Boxberger on the outside gets it back to, I believe, his brother. Get the Boxberger back to Swanson. Swanson with the basketball now. Swanson picked up by Nichols. Back over it goes to Boxberger. Back to Boxberger. Back to Fritchen for three. Up and it's no good. Rebounded by Swanson. Swanson will take the three. It's up and good as he makes that one. Coach not going to be very happy about that. They left him wide open. 50-28. Macy back to Mortimer. Back to David Johns. Back to Macy. Down low to McKinney. Off the glass and good. Nice job by Macy to McKinney. Coach H talked about the passing. Another great pass by Macy right there. And it's going to be a steal by McKinney. Great hustle by Jace McKinney. Great hustle down there. Goes to the ground, but rolls out of bounds. That's a tough one. That's a great hustle by the sophomore McKinney. Almost got a big steal there.
52-28 Minneapolis with a comfortable lead.
Macy with the near steal gets it back to Oakes. Oakes in the paint. Shot is off the glass and no good. And rebounded by McKinney. Oakes all over his back. No call. Back to Nichols. Nichols back to David Johns. Back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Johns. Shot is off the glass. No good. And picked up by Boxberger. Boxberger.
Just a foot went over that ball.
Back to Swanson. Swanson picks up his dribble. Back to Boxberger. 1:26 left to go here in the third. 52-28. And there's that backdoor pass. You said it, Mike. They've had it 3 times. That one wasn't. That's probably the least effective one. But Rothenberger and Wolf check in for Macy and Johns. Turnover back to Minneapolis. McKinney back to Nichols. Back to Mortimer. Back to Nichols. Minneapolis moved the ball around here. Brandon Wolf back over here to Mortimer. Back to Wolf. Picks up the dribble. Gets it down low and tipped away by Beagley. Good hands by the big guy. Back the other direction it goes. Fritchen with the basketball. Back over here it goes to Boxberger. Boxberger back to Fritchen. Back to Beagley. Boxberger on the, stolen away by Lane Nichols. Great defense by Lane. Lane with some nice defense there. And he'll get fouled and go to the line. Nice job by senior Lane Nichols.
It's too bad that didn't go in. That would have been a nice reward for Lane.
Lane, some great defense back there. And Lane pretty quick also.
Yes, he is.
Nice job by the senior. Shot is up, and it's good as he puts that one in. Broncos get 3 new players in, Vlanek, Jeffers, and Craig. Second shot is up, and it's good. He makes them both. Nice job by the senior, Lane Nichols. Jeffers with the basketball, crosses the timeline, picks up his dribble, gets it down to Boxberger. Boxberger, and he's going to be fouled by Rothenberger.
18.7 seconds left in the third. It's 54-28 Minneapolis.
Boxberger at the line. Shot is up, and it is good. Seth Boxberger, a 6-foot sophomore for the Broncos. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by McKinney. Back up to Brandon Wolf. Brandon will set it up for the lines with 10 seconds left. Back to Nichols, 7 seconds.
Yeah, good call.
And that's going to be a foul on Vlanek. So 5 seconds left.
Didn't Brandon Wolf run the cross-country track as well?
I believe so.
Yes, he did. Rothenberger gets it in. Mortimer gets it in. Rothenberger, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line. Nice job with 3.5 seconds. Gavin takes it right into Beagley, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good decision. Time running out, go to the basket. He gets to the free throw line for 2.
Front rim's the first one. 54-29. Second shot is up, and it is good as he makes that one. 55-29. Vlanik. They travel with it. 1.9 seconds left. We're going to have a shot right here. Right here to get a pass in and a quick shot.
It's even a little more than a catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Scott.
If we get ready to inbounds. And we don't get it. So they get the steal on the inbounds. Yep. So 55-29 is the score at the end of the third quarter. Minneapolis outscores them in that quarter. We had the lead. We'll be back. You're listening to SlineandPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. Your voice to Minneapolis Lions. We'll be right back.
Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA.
Welcome back to Minneapolis, Kansas. Rothenberger, Macy, Nichols, Mortimer, and Kelly on the floor for the Lions. Nichols with the basketball as he will set it up, gets it back to Macy. Macy back to Nichols, back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Nichols. Now they set the offense. Macy swings back all the way over to Mortimer in the paint, and it's going to be nearly stolen away, but picked up by Lane Nichols. Good hustle by Minneapolis. Macy into Mortimer. Mortimer in the paint. Shot is off the glass and no good, but he's fouled.
Foul on number 20, Jared Glenn, his second.
15 foul on the Broncos, just 3 on the Lions. Not too many fouls this half so far.
Mortimer's shot is up and good as he gets the first free throw to fall. Foul is on Jared Zavlanik. Say that 3 times fast.
And I think,
Jared.
I think he's a former Minneapolis.
And he misses that one. Back the other direction. There were some Zavlaniks here, but I don't know if that was the same family or not. He drives in, kicks it back out to Holloway. That better not be on Kelly.
The only reason I say that is when I used to run the youth track meet, we had a Lavlonic that was here one season and registered from Minneapolis, and the next year they were in Russell, registering from there. So.
Kelly and Rothenberger both have 4 personal fouls now.
Vlanik drives all the way in, gets the bucket to fall as he gets the runner to fall. Kelly with the basketball. Back to Macy. They're letting him play a lot more. There's a lot of banging going on. Kelly back to Nichols. Back to Macy. Macy into Rothenberger, and he'll get fouled and go to the line. Nice job by Rothenberger. Waits till they get up in the air and then goes in at him. Does not get the bucket. Foul is on Holloway. Shot is up and good by Gavin. I didn't hear the point totals. How were we fairly even in the first half?
I don't remember.
Second shot is up and he makes them both. Thanks for paying attention.
Well, I did pay attention. I just don't remember. Short attention span.
58-31 Lions with the lead. Jeffers with the basketball. Gets it back out to Craig. It's a down low to Holloway. Shot is off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Kelly up to Macy. Macy into Mortimer. Shot. Oh, that would have been pretty, but Mortimer couldn't quite get it. That would have been a beautiful finish. Back to the direction. Shot back in the hands of Craig. Craig will drive in, and he'll get fouled by Mortimer. And he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Wolf had 8, Macy had 9. Mortimer had, I had him with 6. And then Rothenberger also had 6. So yeah, the scoring was pretty even the first half. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Kiefer Craig misses the first free throw. 58-31, 6:17 left to go in the ball game. Second one is up, and he makes that one. Minneapolis back the other direction. Macy, here to Mortimer, back to Rothenberger, back to Macy, back to Kelly. Kelly will take the shot, up and good. Nice job by Kelly. Squares up and takes that little 12-footer, and he gets it to drop. Back in the goes to Zvolanek. Zvolanek gets it down low to Oaks. Oaks, yeah, dang it. And Kelly's going to whistle with number 5. And John just kept putting his body into him, and he will finish on senior night. Nice job, John Kelly. Don't worry, John, you got another game at home.
Well, he's got at least 10. I can't tell you about free throws.
Rothenberger with the rebound. Macy back the other direction. Macy back in the hands of Nichols. Nichols back to Macy. He'll take the 3. It's up and it's good. 3-point shot that uses the rim, Mike. Nice job. Macy drops the 3, 63-35. 3-point shot back the other direction, and Oaks gets the rebound, and he's going to get fouled by McKinney.
63-32, and we have 30-point spread, so we're in the running clock with a little over 5 minutes to go.
All right.
Mike and I were wishing for that last night. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
First shot is off the back of the rim. Checking in for Minneapolis is David Johns, as well as Clem Boulier checks in for Minneapolis. Makes that one, gets that one to fall. So nice job by.
I keep thinking of the singer Bublé. Bublé? Michael Bublé?
Be nice seeing a good score here.
Yeah, it would be. Macy back to Bouillet, back to Nichols, back to Macy. Macy back to Nichols, back to Macy. There's going to be a foul right there as Macy will get fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. 63-33. Shot is up, and it is no good, and back to the direction goes Holloway. Back to Beagley. Oh, great job by Beagley. Nice little reverse right there, and he gets that bucket to fall. Nice job by Beagley.
He moves pretty quick for a big man, and what a pass by Holloway to catch him down under the basket.
Yeah, Clem isolated there. A little bit of a mismatch. Not a little bit. Big mismatch.
Minneapolis gets David Johns in, Mikey Baker, as well as Trent Brubaker, as Beagley gets the old-fashioned 3.
Jacob Johns.
Did I say David? Yep, Jacob Johns. I apologize.
That's easy to do. They look a lot alike.
Ball gets in the hands of Baker. Baker back to Brubaker, back to Wolf. 2:47 left to go in the ball game. as they move it around into the hands. Jacob Johns back to Brubaker, back to Wolf. Back to Baker. He looks down low, has nothing, goes back to Brandon Wolf. Gets it backward to Brubaker. Brubaker will pass it off to Baker, backward to Wolf. He'll take the three. It's up and it's good.
Whoa.
Nice job, Brandon Wolf. As Brandon hits a big three right there, 66-36.
How do you say 3 for 3 from beyond the arc?
Wow.
Just like that. Nice job by Wolf.
What a move. Holloway can't finish, though. He's got some pretty good basketball skills, doesn't he, Scott?
Yeah, he does. A lot of pure athleticism.
The quarterback and football team.
All goes down low to McKinney. McKinney back to Brubaker for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Beagley. Beagley back in the hands of Jefferson. Jefferson with the basketball. He'll take the three. It's up and it's good. He hits a big three there. Brandon Wolf. Back it goes to Brubaker. Brubaker back to Wolf. David Johns back over here. It goes, Jacob Johns back over here to Wolf. Wolf down low to McKinney. McKinney turnaround shot and no good. Rebounded by Beagley. Back to Jefferson. Jefferson will take another three. No good, but nice rebound by Jacob Johns with a big rebound right there. A nice job by Jacob.
And time might expire here on these free throw attempts. We shall see.
We hustle down so Jacob can get those free throws in.
Russell's not cooperating.
No, of course not. Jacob with a chance to get in the scorebook tonight.
1-1.
Shot is up and no good. Again, then he gets fouled. Or he fouls on the, misses the free throw and fouls him. And
come the other direction for free throw.
So
he almost had a chance to lasso his own miss. Close to making that a clean rebound. Russell defender just happened to get in there.
Swanson misses. Gets his own rebound. Back to Beagley. A three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by McKinney. Back to Brubaker. And Minneapolis comes away with the victory tonight. 66-39. Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions as they win on senior night, both the girls and the boys. Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions tonight.
They complete the season sweep, both teams of the Broncos. Boys extending their overall streak in the program to 17 over the Russell Broncos. Outscore 11-10 in the final stanza.
And that's nice. We outscored them in every quarter. Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions tonight.
Again, the Lions will be hosting Ellsworth, number 3 seed, 4 seed hosting number 5 seed on the boys' side Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and the girls on Monday night, the number 2 seed hosting the number 7 seed.
Tell you, that's going to be the boys' game. That's going to be a tough one, guys.
Yes, it is.
Ellsworth has nothing to lose, so you know they're going to be fighting hard.
It'll be the 4th time that the girls have faced Ellsworth this year. 3rd time that the guys will face the Bearcats. Don't forget the Lions wrestlers, the Lion Dog wrestlers actually, as they enter state competition this Friday and Saturday out at Hayes. If you can join them, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, 6 Minneapolis wrestlers and 3 Bennington wrestlers. That's pretty darn exciting.
Tanner Grimmel in the 285, Jake Fleming in the 220, Hugh Clark in the 195. And then I'm going to get lost. I know Ragnoni out of Bennington and Cody Kind and
Kyler Mick.
Kyler Mipp, the best record of any of them. I think he has just 1 loss on the season. Austin Constable for the Lions. How many did I name off? I think it was just 8. Who am I missing?
You're missing Smith.
Cannon
Smith.
Cannon Smith.
Yes.
So,
And the Lions took 3rd in their regional last weekend out of Russell. So quite a performance. 9 guys, that's ties for the most, I think, that have ever gone to state from Minneapolis in one Minneapolis-Bennington in one group. So terrible good wrestlers for the 2 squads.
it's exciting. So, Minneapolis and Bennington wrestling, you know, it's too bad at state they have to wrestle as they can't wrestle as one squad because sending 9 kids would be pretty darn amazing. But Minneapolis wrestles as Minneapolis and Bennington as Bennington.
One thing I saw that was interesting this year, they had a nice picture posted on Facebook of the 9 guys going.
Yeah.
And they're all in white singlets.
Yeah, they are.
Identical singlets, except the Minneapolis wrestlers have lions on the front, and the Bennington wrestlers, bulldogs, in their black and gold.
Yeah, and Mariah.
So it's very, very similar looking singlets.
Mariah said they do that. I think they did that just for state or just for regionals.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen. You're right. I haven't seen those used. So those are there for postseason competition. Mike, give us your.
Let me get you some shooting percentages. Russell in the second half, 4 of 13 for 31%, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc for 50%. So in the second half, they hit a few pretty good shots from the outside. Minneapolis 6 of 16 for 38% from 2-point range. But for the game, Minneapolis 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, shooting 66% from beyond the arc. Mr. Wolf 3 of 3. Had her dialed in when he got the open look. He made it count.
All right, H.
Okay. Guess my opening comment would be, wow, what a nice balanced scoring effort by the Lions. Led by Gage Mortimer with 13, Josh Macy with 12. Gavin Rothenberger and Brandon Wolf both had 11. John Kelly with 10. Jace McKinney with 4, David Johns with 3, and Lane Nichols with 2. Russell was led in scoring tonight by Travis Oakes with 11. Rashawn Holloway and Mason Begley both had 6. Donna Jefferson, Jordan Swanson each had 5. Jarrett Zvolanek had 4. And Craig Kiefer and Sam Boxberger each had 1. Lions were 8 out of 12 from the line in the second half to finish the game, 12 out of 17. And Russell was 4 out of 7 from the free throw line to finish the game, 11 out of 19. Russell out-rebounded us in the second half, 12 to 10. But we held the edge in the game, 24 to 19 in that category. We only committed 2 turnovers in the second half, and Russell again committed 7, just like they did in the opening half. So my take again was, wow, balanced scoring like that's going to be pretty tough to beat.
Quite impressive. 5 guys in double figures, and it's the 5 normal starters of senior night that wasn't that way, but the 5 normal starters all in double figures on the night.
That's awesome.
Very, very awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty, you know, you had mentioned to me at halftime just their passing, how well they were moving the ball around. Just some good ball movement tonight.
Well, not only tonight, it's just, that's just been where they're at. You know, I think the last several ball games, you know, probably the only, we all know the blip on that was our little journey up to Belleville and Republic County. Just probably not as crisp that night as, you know, we have been, but other than that, well, I'll tell you what, since Christmas, we have just gotten better and better, and, you know, I just am so, you know, pleased to see the guys playing like they are. I think, you know, they're having fun. They really understand what they're wanting to do out there. They're just seeing each other, and people are moving. It's just a really fun bunch to watch.
They really are, and let's hope they are a super fun bunch to watch in Sub-State.
Well, first round comes on Tuesday night against Ellsworth, and that will be a challenge whenever you play a team for a third time. And both of those games have been fairly close, so it will be a challenge.
Yeah, we were just discussing that kind of in the hallways today. It's amazing, some of the performances we've seen Ellsworth have this year. They have played us just tougher nails both times, and then, against some teams that probably are maybe not quite as good. They have just barely gotten by. So I guess we bring out the best in them. And like you said, when you play somebody 3 times and it's close, boy, it's tough. It is tough, tough, tough.
We beat them by a narrow score of 33-29 here, and at Ellsworth 47-37, and those were scratch biters the whole way, both games. Big time scratch biters.
Yep. So we'll hope that the guys, continue on this roll. I think they've played better and better ever since that game, and we'll just hope that they, continue to roll. And I just, right now their confidence level is at an all-time high, and I just foresee them just to keep right on rolling.
So, is he coming up here, Dale? Here. Let's just slide this way. Let's just all slide this way a little bit. We're just all going to slide this way and get a little closer. Coach, congrats on a nice victory tonight. We were discussing very, very even, very balanced. Nice job by the guys tonight.
Yeah, we have a balanced team. We have all year. Just kind of depending on what the opponent gives you, it could be anyone's night, any given night. And tonight it was a little bit of everyone's night. And so that's fun to see on senior night, but at the same time, we still get one more opportunity next Tuesday to, show these fans what we can do. And so hopefully we can continue to clean up a few things in these next few days and keep on grinding.
Yeah, I thought, we were talking at halftime when I came up to talk with the guys, just again, as we talked last night even, our ball movement and seeing each other within the offense right now is just, to me, is at an all-time high here. It's been a long time since I've seen the kids pass the ball like this, and they're so aware of one another, what each other is going to do and anticipating that. And I don't know how many assists we had tonight, but they had to be a bunch.
Yeah, we have, this is a group that's played for a long time. They played together for a long time, so they know each other. They know each other's tendencies, but, early on with a new system, it's kind of developing that comfort. And so now that they have developed that comfort with the system, they know how to run what we need to run and know where to get their opportunities. Now they're starting to not only get their own opportunities, but find their teammates in those opportunities. And that's, that's credit to them and all the time they put in before I even showed up. And so it makes my job easy as a coach with kids like this.
Yeah, they've been a really solid group since I know they played for sure, I think 5th grade and 6th grade together, and maybe even before that, but they have been a fun bunch ever since they've been together.
And we talked about the balanced scoring, and we talked about the passing, but even the defense. I was really impressed with how many times our hands would be in that passing lane. We may have not tipped the ball where somebody else got the steal, but it was great defensive presence to just be able to just to get a hand out there out of nowhere, basically, and come up with a loose ball, tip it in the air, we came up with steal. So very impressive with that.
Yeah. Other than probably not too pleased with the 17 that we gave them in the second quarter. But other than that, I thought, again, as Scott said, great defensive effort.
Yeah, I was really pleased with the defensive effort in the first quarter. We did a good job of putting some pressure on them and keeping the tempo pretty high. Our gym is excellent for putting pressure on other people, but at the same time, it's hard to keep the tempo high if you aren't getting a lot of pressure on them, if you don't make shots and get that full court press in. And so early on, we knocked down a few shots, and we kind of had the flow that we wanted to, and then they started hitting a couple shots, and we missed a couple here and there, and the pace slowed down a little bit. So, yeah, you'd like to see us be able to, kind of keep the foot on the pedal there in the second quarter, but I was very pleased with how the first quarter went.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up and talking to them. We know that you've got an important game on Tuesday night, first round of Sub-State, against a team that we've played twice already and played close both times. We beat them. But it's going to be a tough one here at home against the Ellsworth Bearcats.
Yeah, you know, they're a well-coached team. They make you work, you know, more so than just about anybody we play. Them in Republic County, they're not going to give you anything. And so we've got to clean some things up, you know, get ourselves ready to go. And, you know, every game from here on out is the most important one of the season. Yeah. So hopefully we can get our minds right, get our bodies right. We had a little bit of sickness going around the last couple of days, so hopefully we can kind of shake off all of that and be ready to roll.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Well, Coach, congrats again on a nice victory. Thank you for coming up and sharing with us. We appreciate it. We will see you Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach. As Minneapolis comes away with the victory here tonight against the Russell Broncos, and it was a good ball game. Of course, you guys saw them play last night, and I wasn't there, but overall, from what I listened to, sounded like very similar in how we put them away.
Yeah, very similar. You know, I just would call both games very workmanlike. You know, just came and took care of business against, you know, two teams that we probably expected to beat. You know, and just there was really no letdown at any time, and you know, the kids just came and played and did what they needed to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, nice victory tonight, Dale. Anything else?
I have no other comments.
Okay. Well, for myself, Scott Osherman, Mike Perry,
Dale Henderson,
and Dale Leach. Good night, folks, and thanks as always for having us in your home, your source of Minneapolis Lions High School sports. Good night.
Good night.
So we have Ellsworth in both?
Yep.
That's right here.
Mm-hmm.